Hi there, sign of Cancer. This is Kim here to give you your next 3-day messages. So for whatever reason, your spirit guides, your angels want to give you these messages. Keep in mind, even though it's a next 3-day, it might be talking about something in the future, just something that you want to think about now. Just want to add that. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing really well. There is a little plan for this reading. After I pull some kind of general messages for you, I'm going to be turning to the Oracle of Genetic Gifts to see what spiritual gifts or abilities or even ascension symptoms might be going on with you at this time. So that's going to be at the end. We have for Cancer, I have, whoa. Big energy. Okay, so this is the underworld. Oh, wow. What? This is Kim Krans Wild Unknown archetypes deck. All right. I feel like Shiva is here giving us a message of what to do when you find yourself in the underworld. The underworld is unavoidable here. We all go to the underworld every now and then. It's when things, it's not exactly the best place to be or to experience, but I feel like there's the poison getting transmuted into the nectar here with this. And I have the prayer. And the ocean wants to show up. The ocean. So this prayer, it's coming. Look at this prayer coming from the underworld. Do you see that? So that's interesting in itself, that this prayer it's reaching up from the underworld energy. I want to go to the underworld just to give you a glimpse into it, because she says it really well in this book. I want to say that there is being a prayer answered, though, for something that you are going through. The nightmare, the ordeal, the bottom. It is no time to mince words. The archetypal territory of the underworld is fraught with nightmare, suffering, and pain. It is the darkest shadow realm. We might try vigilantly to avoid it or deny it at any cost. Try as we might, the darkness will pull us into its depths through disturbing dream images. Illness, war, conflict, death energy, and not visiting the underworld or denying its existence altogether will give it dangerous power. Traversing it forces us to bow humbly to the greater forces that be, while summoning the inner strength we previously underestimated. Take solace that the underworld subsumes everyone from time to time, making us deeper friends, more intimate partners, soldiers of the light amidst shadowy times. It is truly facing darkness and choosing light that can be the most profound calling of all. And you might feel like no matter what is happening to you right now, no matter what you're going through, no matter how hard your heart has been beaten, it has not actually hardened. You still remain unaffected by the things that you have gone through. Meaning you have the ability to heal and transmute anything. Here, it comes back to the divine soul that you are and that knowing, right? Which you can get through awakenings, is that knowing that no matter what I'm having to suffer through right now, I will get through it. Eventually, you'll turn this into nectar. And the nectar card, it represents the medicine. It's the thing that soothes us, you know. It is the thing that soothes us. It is what the poison is alchemized to in this world, in general, in this world. So let me go to the nectar is considered your tool at this time. Okay, so the nectar is your tool. The medicine, the elixir, relaxed, subtle illumination, containing infinite healing power. The sacred drink of immortality, that will activate subtle, intelligent forces to ease ultimately your body, mind, and soul. It is a heavenly essence. I'm getting a really strong, for some of you, I'm getting this strong message of this is someone I'm talking to here. Maybe it's just a few of you, but has a shaman tie or connection in your past life, maybe in this life too, of the interest of piercing the veil, of traversing the underworld, being very familiar with it. And it's even can lead to some of you all having an extreme gift or ability to be a medium. So your light actually might be what is attracting some of this underworld energy. Especially if you find that you're being drawn to this reading, but you're not necessarily yourself in a state of suffering or the nightmare, then might be your light, like you are seen as the medicine to some energies here. It's your grace, it's your ability to love all, and your light. It calls spirits, it calls in entities. And okay, so this that could be affecting you in many different ways. I'm glad that came out with us doing a focus on your spiritual gifts and abilities coming up, because I feel like we need to just go right into that. Your prayers are very powerful, by the way. This group that's drawn to this reading, you have and of course, listen, this is definitely more than just next 3-day energy here. You're a prayer warrior. You hold so much light that when you send a prayer out, maybe you have even noticed when you send a prayer, an intention, something for another soul, another individual, even if it's to ease something in your life, and that will ultimately end up benefiting somebody else. There's this intent behind when you reach out for assistance to the divine realm, and you're very heard. So you are somebody that has powerful prayers, a prayer warrior. I think we need to just jump right into this Oracle of Genetic Gifts, because I'm picking up heavily on this gift to pierce the veil, to have one foot in another realm at times. Very empathic, very sensitive person. You are seen as the cure or the medicine to a lot of people here. Maybe it's your understanding of emotions too. Because I was getting a message right before your reading. I'm sitting down, like drinking some coffee, and I got a message that said, that I knew was supposed to be for your reading, and it was, emotions can be intense, and acknowledge the feelings, but also acknowledge the awareness that they change, they shift, and they will change and shift. So there must be something really big happening, or big feeling that you're getting from time to time of, wow, this is overwhelming, but it will pass. It might be other energies that you're really picking up on in that sense also. Wow. That reading went in a different, it doesn't feel very logical, like what this is saying. It doesn't feel like like it's something I would be able to explain, or that you would be able to explain to somebody. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. Nice. Okay, so you have Ascension number 8 that's going on right now, 911 on the timer when I said that, meaning this is urgent, and this is something that they want to alert you to. Oh, and the candle's going out. I don't have another candle, by the way. I just ordered some. It should be on its way, but dang. All right. Closings. That's my sign for closings, endings of chapters. But there's something very new here, because Ascension number 8 is the mental plane. It's talking about sea crystal 8 through 10 chakras being activated. So your crown chakra would be 7, and then right above it would be 8, above 8, outside of your body, and then above 8 would be 9, and then below your feet would be 10. So outside of your body into the earth, in a sense. These chakras, when activated and fully online, are very important to your purpose, your divine life mission, because the connection to higher frequencies is more open. Okay, so definitely you could be getting connections with feelings of past life energy, connection to your higher self, a feeling of being driven towards divine purpose, like more than ever. It seems more important now, more than ever. 9 above that 8 is going to be helping you clean out and filter your aura system. So it is going to help you maintain balance and maintain clean energetically, right? Being clean, maintaining good spiritual hygiene. And then 10, of course, will have you more grounded and in connection, even with telepathic consciousness between you, animals, you, Earth, Mother Earth, other things too. So your ability to interpret what's not yours also is probably going to be summed up in this one too. Okay. And there's more. So if you want to look up what's going on with you, maybe look up 8, 9, and 10 chakras, and that might help you. Okay. Yep. So I have the soul number, which when I said, there's something here that's going to be more important to you at this time, having a pool, it goes past just gaining material items, having career goals. This is something that your heart is desiring, and I would say that it's tied to your higher self and the plan, the what you decided, or what your higher self wanted you to experience down here. So you can look up your soul number. You can type in numerology in Google and look up your soul number to find out what it is that your heart desires to experience in this lifetime. Yeah. And you figure that out through your birth date. Ascension number 1 is talking about actual physical earth DNA and cell structure changes. And I have been following, solar flare activity. I think everybody has been following, just about has been following up with interstellar objects. And the way I really I can say for sure without a shadow of a doubt, I know geomagnetic storms and the Earth's frequency, the Schumann's resonance, really does have an effect on us as it syncs up with the waves going on in our brains, right? So everything, we are all very connected to what's going on the Earth. So anything sent to Earth is definitely going to have an impact on us. But also, when you think about everything being the whole universe within you, right? Or you are the whole ocean in one drop, then you've got to imagine if something new is being introduced to that thing that was always your universe, such as an interstellar object that is actually pretty rare, being, this is only the 3rd time that we have seen something like this come in. I mean, that's a big statement to make, and that it's going to have an effect on your body, on maybe DNA and cell structure change, as we see solar flares, could be responsible for light code activations and literally returning humans to a divine DNA blueprint, 12-strand DNA blueprint. So that's what I usually get when I see that DNA and cell structure change. I'm always I did a collective reading on how it would be easier in this energy to release the karmic loops that have been passed down to us through our DNA, through our ancestry, the things that the weights, the heavy weights that we don't unconsciously have been having to carry in these lifetimes. Also, these sporadic how did that happen in my life events that are actually tied to these karmic loops or patterns? I saw that in the collective reading as being a control mechanism, maybe archon like type control manipulation of a matrix. And so this would be like more on board with the DNA, divine DNA, that clears all of that and that allows you to actually live free and create the life that you want without minus all of those things that truly, think about it, they're attachments, right? It was a system of attachments and keeping things repeating in a certain, maybe it was to harvest loosh, I don't know, but I get the feeling like it has something to do with that too. Keep people experiencing the same things that were creating energy for certain beings. And look, you might be attracting these beings that are wanting your light for some reason here too. I know that some of that probably didn't make sense, and I apologize. I'm just running through with channeling here. Whatever wants to come through, it's coming through. So the next card I have, it says youth director, spiritual support, educate, lead by example, and volunteer. There is something very important with your role and how you are being looked at. This could be your children. It could be other people's children. It's just children in general looking to you as a role model, an example. Okay, so maybe that is a calling for some of you too. A specific role involved with counseling, helping, because these are crazy times right now. This is obviously a time of transition. Right, I feel like it leads to something really good, per our choice, if we want it to, and I think it will. But we're here to experience this. So yes, leading others is very important too in this time. You could be reaching, if you reached out to any kind of divination tool at this time, it does say pendulum reader, scrying, rune casting, and dowsing. It might provide you with answers that you may need on your own, just your own answers from it. It's an indication that you could be quite good at it when that comes up. Interesting. Oh. So, what would this group desire is what they're saying here. There might be a person, it could either be you or this could be somebody that you're connecting with on that has passed over. Could be. Just take it how it fits with Indigo Child. That the people that were born from 1958 to 1968, because they were like that first chain. They anchored it. They anchored in the energy. What was their goal? What was it they desired? So maybe look up Indigo Child, because despite the dates being there, you could still be an Indigo Child from that 1950 on up. And it's probably not so linear as we think, you know, with the dividing to different dates. What else do we have? Cancer. Oh, for somebody that's a specific person, they're wanting to say this is a father, or this is somebody on your paternal side. So it could be father's mother. It could be an aunt, actually. That's father's sister or father. But this is from the father's side. I have spiritual gifts, wisdom, inheritance from the father's line. Somebody's father or even grandfather is coming through here as somebody that you've been connecting, that you're actually been connecting with. Maybe helping assist with a prayer being answered also here. Master number 33, the master teacher, ruling planet Neptune. Very spiritual planet, right? Very spiritual in nature. 33, we think of the 33 degrees of knowledge, right? Somebody who's very knowledgeable and maybe even with information that seems to be hidden from most, but maybe you get just a clear cognizance where you just know it. But you can bet you're being helped by the ascended masters at this time also. You could be in a role of being a teacher here for others because of what you know or all the information you know. Interesting. Master number 33 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. Yeah, okay. This is the energy of overwhelm. This is what they're wanting you to know that's going to pass. That was why. When I was talking about the emotions, to let them know emotions come and go, and they do come and go. And at times they're sometimes they're so overwhelming you want to go towards escapism, right? Because they're just so overwhelming at times, right, to deal with. But so this might be an ascension symptom. They're saying to picking up on more and more energies around you as that, I would say, as that ninth chakra is getting more activated and clearer of a channel, that will probably die down a little bit more, be easier to handle. But right now, yeah, you have ascension number 2, water, flood of mental emotion. Overthinking the emotions right now could be actually a sign of your ascension. Okay, so because this is your gift as a Cancer, I would think that it probably is your gift anyway, innately when you're born. But so yeah, you're picking up on more and more energies around you and their feelings attached to it. Okay, so blogger platform, employ spiritual services. So with this, I'm picking up seer energy, somebody who could make predictions pretty good, that might be thinking about employing, like, you know, putting your gifts out there, offering a service. Okay, I think they're encouraging you, or that's your confirmation here with that. Yep, that is a confirmation for sure about this. I think you need to somehow put your predictions or your ideas of what's going to happen next out there, because this is augur. I was picking up seer, and that's exactly what this card says. Spiritual master, a seer, predictions, a visionary. And yep, this is it. That's it. That is a beautiful confirmation there for a gift and ability. Yep. So the things happening out there in space are definitely having an effect on you, on your body, on everything right now. Star attunements, you're being activated. So you're being activated for high spiritual healing. This is our divine blueprint DNA, where we have the ability to heal ourselves in many situations or circumstances. All right. So it's activation for ascension, which is this, you know, ascension number 8. These seed crystals, 8 through 10 chakras being activated. You have a lot going on right now. And then the connection here, it says with your life mission. So you have a ton of things going on. I don't know if some of you are involved with TV news, media, or it says for spiritual purposes. So there may be some tie that you have or that you're considering doing that would put that information that you're getting as a seer out there. Yeah. So that's what I've got for you all. I think I'm going to close this out with an angel number message. And thank you all for joining me. You know that. If you need a private reading, I do pre-recorded videos for you, and the link can be found in the description box below. Thank you all for the support with that. You all have been really great with that. If you do order something from me, though, please put in the notes what you would like to know or what you want your reading to be focused on. Star card energy. 17. The quality of work you produce when you're going at it alone is almost unbelievable. You are as independent as you are ambitious, capable of performing every step of the way with efficiency, focus, and skill. I am independent. And 666 might have something to do with those heavy emotions. We think of love, harmony, and things like that, relationships of all kinds. So if it's in the reverse, and it may be because there's like a lot of emotions that you're getting or information you're receiving. So don't let it flood your mind, or don't overthink the emotion too much is what they're saying. So it says wake up call for you to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts so you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. And I think it's thoughts on how you're feeling. If you want, of course you want my opinion, right? I think it is that. That is what's coming through. Okay, 888. Beautiful. Make room for prosperity. This is prosperity, an abundant spiritual life. It's also an abundant material life. Your dharma brings in the dollar or the franc or whatever it is that you use, but it brings in the money for you because it's aligned with your soul purpose. So what your heart's desiring is actually going to be in alignment with this new earth energy that will allow you to be prosperous. Remember, there's kind of a wealth transfer that we have going on of the alignment with love and purpose, right? So 888 is you making room for more abundant things as you're grateful here, so that more positive energy can flow. Yes, and so there'd be also releasing emotional clutter. I am abundant, so we have that coming in for you also. So I'm sending you love and light. Thank you. If you like the video, give it a like. Do subscribe so you can come back, and I give tons of updates on the energy here. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.